Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is an absolutely beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that is about to hit Port Charles. If you thought you knew where this week was heading, you need to throw all your predictions out the window right now. Grab your snacks and buckle up because we are about to break down a week of television that will leave you breathless. Nobody saw this coming. Everything may have just changed forever. We all thought Laura was heading to Ireland to confront a cheating husband. We thought she was going to find Kevin in the arms of another woman and demand a divorce. We were wrong. So incredibly wrong. Laura walks into a nightmare. She doesn't find a betrayal of the heart. She finds a conspiracy. Kevin has been keeping his distance, acting cold, pushing her away, but not because he fell out of love. He was protecting her. He was trying to shield Laura from a massive, dangerous plot tied to their darkest past. Someone is impersonating people, pulling strings from the shadows, and Kevin was trying to stop it alone. But wait. It gets worse. Before Kevin can even explain the full scope of this terrifying conspiracy, the unthinkable happens. Kevin is murdered. Right there in Ireland, right as Laura finally reaches him. The man she loves is taken out to silence the truth. And then everything spiraled. The local authorities kick down the door. They do not see a grieving widow. They see a woman standing over a body. Handcuffs click. Laura is arrested for Kevin's murder. She is locked up in a foreign country, framed for the ultimate crime, and the real killer is completely free. And that changes everything. Because this Irish tragedy triggers a massive domino effect back home in Port Charles. Guys, this is where it gets interesting. This unseen threat, this conspiracy that just took out Kevin, is exactly what forces Valentine to make a desperate move. If you ask me, everyone expected Ava to go crawling to Valentine for help. Nope. Flip the script. Valentine is the one who corners Ava. He steps out of the shadows and tells her they need to join forces immediately. Why? Because there is a new power player in town. A threat much bigger and much more lethal than Sonny. Valentine knows he cannot survive this alone, and Ava has the ruthless edge he needs. They form a dark, twisted alliance. But let us be real. Neither of them trusts the other. They are both keeping one hand on a dagger, fully prepared to betray each other the exact second they get what they want. But that is not even the biggest surprise. Let us talk about Josslyn and Hudson. We all assumed Josslyn was going to put a target on Hudson's back and investigate him. Wrong again. Hudson completely flips the dynamic. He approaches Josslyn first. He flashes that charming smile and convinces her that he is a loyal ally of the WSB. He acts like they are on the same team, fighting the same fight. Josslyn starts working with him, letting her guard down. Here is where things get messy. The deeper they get into their collaboration, the more Josslyn notices the cracks in his story. She finds encrypted files. She overhears a strange phone call. Hudson is not just a WSB ally. He is hiding a massive, off-the-books secret mission, and now Josslyn is trapped. Does she report him to the WSB and risk blowing up whatever he is truly trying to accomplish? Or does she betray the agency, go rogue, and help Hudson uncover a truth that might destroy the WSB from the inside out? What happened next may be even worse. Let us pivot to Jason and Britt. Britt has been carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. She knew that Cassius was faking his identity as Nathan. She kept her mouth shut, and the guilt has been eating her alive. She finally breaks down. She goes to Jason, tears in her eyes, expecting him to unleash his fury. She expects him to cut her out of his life forever for keeping such a massive, dangerous secret. Jason just looks at her. He does not yell. He does not pull a gun. He smirks. Jason reveals that he has known about Cassius for months. He knew the whole time. He stayed completely silent because he was using Cassius as bait. Jason was tracking the entire underground network behind Cassius, watching every move, mapping every connection. Britt's confession does not make her an enemy. It proves her loyalty. Jason immediately elevates Britt from a guilty secret keeper to his most valuable ally. They are now working together to take down the entire network. But the betrayals do not stop there. Michael is playing a very, very dangerous game. Jacinda just pulled off a vicious plot to frame Willow, and we all thought Michael was going to destroy Jacinda for it. Instead, Michael does the unthinkable. He sides with Jacinda. He publicly defends her. He acts like he is totally on board with her agenda. But wait, Michael is faking it. He is playing the longest, most dangerous con imaginable. He knows Jacinda is just a pawn, and he wants to use her trust to find the real mastermind pulling her strings. He is willing to sacrifice his own reputation to get to the truth. But Willow does not know that. Willow sees her husband standing next to the woman who tried to ruin her life. Willow is blinded by rage and heartbreak. She genuinely believes Michael has completely betrayed her. The marriage is instantly pushed to the absolute brink of destruction because Michael refuses to break his cover. And then the corporate world explodes. Lucy brought Serena in to be her ultimate weapon. Serena was supposed to manipulate Michael, use him for deception's gain, and leave him in the dust. Serena starts playing the part perfectly. She gets close to Michael. She flirts. She listens. But then the trap snaps shut on her own leg. Serena catches real feelings. She starts seeing the pain Michael is hiding. She starts falling for him. Now, Serena is in an impossible situation. If she follows Lucy's plan, she destroys the man she is falling in love with. If she protects Michael, she betrays Lucy and ruins the entire corporate takeover. Serena's about to go rogue, and Lucy has absolutely no idea that her best weapon just became her biggest liability. Guys, you need to brace yourselves for this next part. Curtis is standing in the courtroom. The judge is looking down at him. The gavel is about to drop. Curtis has accepted his fate. He is ready to take the plea deal, ready to go to prison, ready to lose everything. He thinks it is all over. Then the courtroom doors swing open. Isaiah walks in. The man everyone thought was the victim, the man everyone thought wanted Curtis locked up, suddenly demands to take the stand. Isaiah drops a nuclear bomb on the trial. He presents brand new, undeniable evidence. He completely reverses the entire case. Curtis is saved at the absolute last possible second. Isaiah goes from being the bitter enemy to the ultimate savior. But that is not the end of Isaiah's story. While digging for evidence to save Curtis, Isaiah stumbles onto something else. An old, dusty medical record. A file that was supposed to be buried forever. He brings this file to Portia. Portia opens it, reads the first page, and her entire world shatters. She realizes she has been missing a massive, life-altering truth for years. A truth that changes her past, her present, and her future. We do not know exactly what is in that file yet, but it is enough to make Portia drop to her knees. Meanwhile, the tension between Rick, Dante, and Elizabeth is reaching a boiling point. Rick has been consumed by jealousy. He watches Dante and Elizabeth getting closer, and it drives him insane. But suddenly, the fog lifts. Rick realizes Elizabeth is not pushing him away because she wants Dante. She is pushing Rick away to protect him. She is keeping a dark secret, and she knows that if Rick gets too close, he will be in the crosshairs. Rick stops acting like a jealous ex and starts acting like a shark. He shifts his focus entirely onto Dante. He starts digging into Dante's movements, his files, his secret meetings, and Rick hits the jackpot. He discovers that Dante is hiding a highly classified incredibly dangerous secret mission right under Anna's nose. Dante is operating completely off the books, and Rick now holds the key to destroying Dante's career and exposing the massive danger Elizabeth has been trying to hide. Every single alliance in Port Charles is currently built on a foundation of lies. Michael is lying to Willow to expose Jacinda. Serena is lying to Lucy to protect Michael. Josslyn is lying to the WSB to protect Hudson. Valentine and Ava are lying to each other while preparing for war. Jason is using Britt's lies to hunt a syndicate. The dominoes are falling faster than anyone can track. The danger is escalating by the second. Kevin's blood is on the floor in Ireland, and Laura is sitting in a cold cell, waiting for a miracle that might never come. A massive secret is about to be leaked to the press. A major character is walking straight into a fatal trap. The absolute worst is yet to come, and nobody in this town is safe. You absolutely cannot miss what happens next.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.